Okay, Sistas fans. Now, several people sent me this information. The numbers for the ratings of this week's episode were pretty low. I went on Wikipedia and TVSeriesFinale.com and a couple other sources, just to double check. But Season 7, Episode 14 is the second lowest rated episode of all time with a 0.74, which is over 20% of a drop off from last week, which was a 0.95. Now, when the show came back for season 7B on May 29th, it was expected that, the ratings for that episode might not be super high because not everyone knows that the show's coming back on that day, even though they should. But you know how it is. Some people just don't know because they aren't in the loop, or they just don't really pay attention to, things like that as much as other fans. But I figured, by the time episode 13 rolls around, the second week of this particular back half of the season, numbers will go up. So episode 12 got a 0.87, which was really good. It was a 19% decrease from the season 7 mid-season finale, which got over 1 million views. But again, it makes sense because of the lengthy hiatus. And when the show came back the second week, June 5th for episode 13, ratings went up over 9%. They went from 0.87 all the way up to 0.95. But for whatever reason, this week they tanked. Now, if you're curious about the other episode, that is the quote-unquote lowest rated, that would be episode 3, A Woman with No Soul, which was a 0.7. Now, keep in mind, this was season 1, episode 3. Now, I don't know, and it aired November 6th. At the moment, I can't think of if there was any particular event going on that particular night, which could have impacted ratings. But the following week, it went back up to like a 0.85. Now, the only other episodes that have like 0.7, season 1, episode 9 had a 0.77. That was the mid-season finale, I believe. Yeah, mid-season of season 1. And then from there, all the way season 4, episode 13 got a 0.78. But to have a huge drop off like this is something else. Now, I don't recall there being any sort of like sporting event or any political thing this Wednesday that would have led to the low ratings. A lot of people are saying, you see, Jeremy, this is exactly what the fans have been saying, that they're tired of the same old redundant storylines. They're tired of the Karen, baby mama, baby daddy stuff. They're tired of the way Zach and Fatima are being written. They're tired of just, the same old, same old. Now, it makes you wonder, could the rest of the season follow suit with these awful numbers? This is very concerning because, season 8 just wrapped filming. And if Sistas seemingly falls off as we go through season 7B, could this mean season 8 will happen because it's already been filmed, but then that's the end of the line? Now, I don't want to make, these huge assumptions because of one episode score. Keep in mind that some people are already looking forward to next week. Like, in the promo, it looks like Aaron has a bit of a backbone again, and he's going to tell Karen stuff she doesn't want to hear in front of her own mom. So some people are enthusiastic. So the ratings could go back up again. But I will say over the course of the next several weeks, people will be looking closely, I know I will, at the episode ratings, because if they continue to dwindle, that could be very concerning. But I will say this much. It would be kind of weird if season 8 does turn out to be the final season for the show, if the ratings continue to drop off, despite the fact that shows like Assisted Living and House of Pain consistently get like 0.4s and 0.3s in terms of their ratings, yet those shows continue to keep going. But I feel like if Sisters drops to as low as like a 0.5 or something, that's going to be when people are like, what in the world is going on here? So, I mean, keep in mind, season 7, all that stuff obviously has been filmed and produced because we're seeing it now. Season 8 just wrapped. So all that stuff was already written, already filmed. Now, it makes you wonder how things could work out if like season 7 continues to bomb. Would they do reshoots or whatever to say, look, we got to shift it up for season 8 because the fans weren't feeling the back half of season 7? No, I don't think that's going to happen. This isn't like a Marvel film where it's like test audiences weren't feeling the movie or this scene or this message, so they go back and do reshoots. I feel like with these Tyler Perry shows, what you see is what you get. So, fingers crossed that the stories get better. I think a couple things, with Gary allegedly getting his at some point in the future, whether it be towards the end of this season or the beginning of the next season, is going to fuel fan speculation of, who done it. But yeah, the fact that a lot of fans have voiced their opinions and thoughts about Zach being confirmed to be the father of one of Karen's children, Fatima not being the, badass, self-sufficient, chick we met when she first was introduced. Storylines where characters that were fan favorites were axed off like Preston. The lack of chemistry between the other 3 women, aside from Karen and their new love interest. And the list goes on with fan complaints. So that on top of the number of people increasing every week saying, you know what, I stopped watching the show. I'm just here for your commentary, Jeremy. Like I said, we'll just have to wait and see what the next few episodes are like in terms of ratings. But yeah, I am kind of concerned. But let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Do you think things can turn around for the series? If not, do you think Sisters will be coming to an end sooner than later? And how do you think this is going to impact the other shows like Zatima? So, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next video.